This time, we will discuss a unique cave house design that combines the beauty of natural stone with an elegant modern touch. This house is not just a place to live, but also a work of art that blends in with nature. Let's see how modern architecture can make a cave house a comfortable and aesthetically pleasing place. Welcome to DM8K channel. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you. The unique cave house, made of white limestone, has a simple yet charming appearance. In front of it is a small green and fresh yard, filled with plants such as ferns and agave. The atmosphere here is cool and calm, and the most amazing thing is the incredible view of the sea. Imagine living in a cave house overlooking a tranquil lake. The water is crystal clear, reflecting the beauty of the surrounding mountains. The exterior of the house is made of natural stone, blending perfectly with the rocky shoreline. This is the perfect place to relax and enjoy the peaceful and tranquil atmosphere. This white limestone cave house is very comfortable and relaxing. Inside, there are natural stone arches and old wooden beams that give it a warm, rustic feel. The small but beautiful front yard is filled with coastal plants such as lavender. This little house is truly the perfect blend of nature and comfort. The interior of this cave house has naturally textured walls with a clean white color, giving it a warm and bright feel. The stone arches that form the structure of the room feel very natural, as if they blend directly with nature. The combination of natural elements and modern design has successfully made this cave house an aesthetically pleasing and very comfortable place to live. This cave house is built on the edge of a high cliff with truly breathtaking views. From here, we can see steep cliffs and winding valleys stretching far below. There is a wooden deck outside that is the best spot to enjoy the vast and dramatic desert panorama. This place is not only unique, but also makes us feel truly connected to the wild nature. This cave house is located right next to a beautiful waterfall, creating an atmosphere that is not only beautiful but also very peaceful. Water flows rapidly between sharp rocks and falls into a clear pool. The house itself is somewhat hidden behind lush green trees, making it feel very natural and private. This cave house is hidden in the mountainside, surrounded by lush, natural greenery. Around the entrance, there are rare tropical plants and vines climbing up the stone walls, making it feel like you've entered another world. It has a mysterious yet warm and welcoming feel, perfect for those who love a peaceful yet exotic natural atmosphere. A luxurious cave house embedded directly into the Grand Canyon landscape. The interior is bright thanks to strategically placed skylights and large glass windows, so even though it is underground, the house remains warm and energy efficient. The interior seamlessly blends stone furniture with the space, warm wood accents, and soft textiles that provide a beautiful contrast to the sturdy walls. This cave house is hidden in the middle of a lush tropical forest and blends perfectly with its surroundings. Its design is organic and unique, featuring natural rock formations, wooden accents, and environmentally friendly architecture. The atmosphere is calm and peaceful, a blend of ancient natural beauty and a sustainable modern lifestyle. luxurious cave house located in the Grand Canyon. The interior is inspired by the natural colors of the canyon, such as warm terracotta, old ochre, and soft sand tones that flow harmoniously throughout the room. The naturally formed limestone and sandstone walls feature wavy textures, reminiscent of rock formations shaped by time. Large glass walls showcase the breathtaking views of the canyon, enhancing the beauty of this space. This small cave house stands gracefully on the mountains, with a simple wooden terrace directly overlooking the vast peaks and valleys. From the front view, it is clear how this house blends in with nature, complete with rustic furniture that adds a warm and simple impression. This place is not only a residence, but also the perfect spot to enjoy the beauty of nature from above. This cave house stands on the edge of a high cliff, directly overlooking the vast open sea. From up here, we can see the waves crashing against the rocks below with a soothing sound. The exterior of the house is made of natural stone whose colors reflect the hues of the sea: blue, gray, and a touch of warmth. There is a wooden terrace that juts out toward the cliff, allowing us to enjoy the unobstructed view of the coastline. a cave house located in the Maldives. The design style is free-flowing, reminiscent of Zaha Hadid, with smooth and futuristic parametric geometry. White tones dominate, combined with orange fabric that adds a warm touch and elegant visual contrast.